Hello guys, welcome back to another Jerusalem Cricket episode. Today I will be giving a brief update on my Jerusalem Cricket doing some crazy stuff, as well as what we thought of what to do. It is currently winter time and insects usually hibernate, so we were actually very lucky to catch all of the upcoming footage that I'm about to show you guys. Let's start from the beginning. Shortly after the first episode of the Jerusalem Cricket, the cricket suddenly disappeared for 3 months, and we didn't know what happened to it. Surely, I felt that it was in some sort of hibernation, so I stayed put through another month. I checked every day to see if it had come out, and I had no results. I was starting to be concerned that the Jerusalem Cricket had died, so I decided to dig it up. I heard that no matter what you do, you should not dig your Jerusalem Cricket out unless you are sure it has died, but I just had to find out. I dug up the mess of the dirt and noticed it was super dry, which was true since I have not watered these grounds for a very long time. I was halfway done digging the soil up and turned to the other part of the tank. Surely it has to be in this patch of land, and if it was not there, well, we'll probably know what happened. Shoot. I dug up the other patch of land and saw something jump out of the soil. It was the cricket. It freaked me to death when I saw it jump out, and I was so sure it was dead. But here it was, right in front of my eyes, the Jerusalem Cricket. I stood there in shock for a good half a minute, and decided to water the soil. I figured since the Jerusalem Cricket was stuck in the soil, it couldn't get out since the soil would collapse due to lack of water. The cricket started moving into action and digging into the soil as I was spraying in the water. Little did I know, this actually leads into more. It was late at night, and I saw a bright orange spiky insect lurking in the cage. It was a Jerusalem Cricket. It seemed like my watering plan worked, because the soil had a shape for it to come out. As I continued to watch the cricket move along, I noticed that it was going into one of the holes it had dug. Since I was curious on what it might be doing, I looked against the glass. Moments later, I looked through the glass and saw that the Jerusalem Cricket was eating an insect of some sort. I had no idea what it was until I looked outside the burrow. There I saw some silverfish. These bugs are insects that go into your home during winter time, since it's so cold outside. And it seemed like some unlucky silverfish had fell from the ceiling into the tank. It was so cool to watch the Jerusalem Cricket munch on the insect. You could actually see the mandibles that the cricket yields. Take a look at the munching. A fun fact about the Jerusalem Cricket is that its abdomen is more than the size of its head of the thorax, which could probably eat multiple insects a day. Then I thought of how the Jerusalem Cricket actually caught the silverfish. Maybe it was hunting outside its burrow. Maybe it was waiting there for a silverfish to slip inside the hole. It was a mystery, but little did I know, I would soon find out. A bit after, when I was looking through the glass, I saw another silverfish pop up next to the hole. Then I realized how easy it was for the silverfish to actually fall into this deadly trap. If I was one, I wouldn't even notice, and if I somehow did, I'd be paranoid all around me. I waited until the cricket was done eating its meal. Then something unexpected happened. A silverfish was running along an edge side of the tank and happened to stumble upon the same exact hole that the Jerusalem Cricket was feasting in. It peeked in the entrance to the cave and looked around. Then suddenly it lost its grip, and the Jerusalem Cricket lunged and jumped out of its burrow and grabbed the insect midair. The silverfish had sensed danger and wanted to spring out, but the ferocious Jerusalem cricket flung out and captured the bug, leaving nothing but a dead carcass to decompose. This was truly the most interesting and horrific scene that I have ever captured in my life, and you could even see that the Jerusalem cricket had great reflexes that caught the silverfish. You could see that the slow motion of the Jerusalem cricket grabbing the tail and pulling it back into its chamber to feast on another insect. I thought that these insects were supposed to be hibernating, and why are they so super active? Maybe because it was warm at my house? But that wouldn't work like that. Maybe it was super active during summertime and what it did there was sleepy. Of course not, it was not sleepy. No matter how much time I thought of the thing that I have seen, I could not stop thinking about it. Like really, the people in the last video literally said that these insects were cute critters. But how? Anyways, this totally changed my perspective on these quote-unquote critters and had been the most entertaining things that I have filmed. Throughout the month, I kept on seeing the Jerusalem cricket roaming around, and even more that all of the silverfish had disappeared out of nowhere. We all probably know what happened. If you guys got scared about what you just had seen, my apologies. Later that night, I saw the Jerusalem cricket sleeping outside of its burrow. For a second, I thought the Jerusalem cricket had molted because it was between a rock and a stick. Before I was recording, I saw a silverfish running on it. The cricket must be so tired that it has been sleeping outside. Later, I saw the Jerusalem cricket move along and has not molted. It soon burrowed underground and was never to be seen to this day, unless we see it. Unfortunately, this episode has to come to an end, and it has been so cool to watch these creatures do what they do and observing their behavior. Lately, I have been planting red potatoes in the tank for the cricket to eat. Some say the cricket's name is a potato bug, others say Jerusalem cricket. I personally say Jerusalem cricket since it gives out the suspense. Please subscribe and I'll see ya.